Yo, Cyber Squad, welcome back to another episode of the CyberDev News Corner. This week's stories are wild. We've got inside jobs so sneaky they make a heist movie jealous, cyber attacks moving faster than patches can drop, and a new wave of malware campaigns targeting everything from Chrome browsers to Linux servers. And trust me, these aren't just technical issues, these are trust issues. Let's break it down. Everything feels secure until one small thing slips through. Even strong systems can break if a simple check is missed or a trusted tool is misused. Most threats don't start with alarms. They sneak in through the little things we overlook. A tiny bug, a reused password, a quiet connection. That's all it takes. Staying safe isn't just about reacting fast. It's about catching these early signs before they blow up into real problems. That's why this week's updates matter. From stealthy tactics to unexpected entry points, the stories ahead reveal how quickly risk can spread and what smart teams are doing to stay ahead. Let's dive in. With our first one, this is not your average inside threat. The US Justice Department just pulled back the curtain on a massive North Korean operation where IT workers use stolen and fake identities to land jobs at over 100 US tech companies, including defense contractors. These workers funneled money and data back to the regime, stealing source code timed to arms regulations and swiping nearly 1 million in crypto in a single case. The bust led to one arrest, the seizure of 21 domains, 29 financial accounts, and 200 plus devices. And here's the kicker. Over 80 stolen identities were used to make it all happen. The lesson in this: identity is the new firewall. If you are not vetting your workforce, your perimeter's already breached. For our next story, let's roll through the wildest headlines from this week, including 0 days, sanctioned infrastructure, and state-level attacks, all made this week's cut. A Chrome 0-day exploited in the wild. A high-severity type confusion flaw, CVE 2025-6554, in Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine was actively exploited in targeted campaigns. The flaw allowed remote code execution inside the browser context, likely chained with sandbox escapes. This 0-day posed a serious threat to user privacy and account compromise. Google credited their threat analysis group, or TAG, with identifying the in-the-wild abuse, often tied to state-sponsored actors. Chinese threat actor Houken exploits Ivanti devices. Using 3 Ivanti CSA 0 days disclosed post-exploitation, the group deployed PHP-based web shells and custom rootkits to backdoor systems. By patching the vulnerabilities post-exploit, Houken ensured exclusive access, essentially renting out clean entry points to other threat groups for espionage or ransomware payload deployment. AISA Group sanctioned. AISA, a bulletproof hosting provider out of Russia, was sanctioned by OFAC for hosting Stealer malware, Redline, and Medusa, and dark web marketplaces. Infrastructure like AISA forms the digital bedrock for persistent threat campaigns. Sanctions are aimed at disrupting financial networks and deterring similar service providers. BlueNoroff's crypto heists continue. A Lazarus subgroup, BlueNoroff, is targeting crypto firms using Telegram lures and NIM-compiled malware. Victims are tricked into installing bogus Zoom apps on macOS. The malware steals browser-stored credentials and persists using AppleScript. This campaign highlights the need for endpoint hardening and user awareness, especially in financial organizations. NightEagle exploits Microsoft Exchange. Using a chain of Exchange servers 0 days, NightEagle breached Chinese AI in semiconductor firms. Data exfiltration included R&D source code, email archives, and system backups. This campaign is likely backed by state sponsors, tying digital espionage directly to economic and military advantage. Scattered Spider utilizes teleport for persistence. Scattered Spider continues to innovate leveraging teleport, a legitimate infrastructure access tool, to maintain shell access to compromised AWS environments. By blending into normal IT behavior, they bypass EDR detection. It's a sober reminder that even tools meant for good can be weaponized. Open VSX malware. 2 rogue extensions named Solidity Language were downloaded nearly 200 1,000 times. These detected installed RMM tools such as Screen Connect and then replaced them with malicious clones. The vulnerability lies in the OpenVSX registry's lack of curation, exposing developers and companies to hidden backdoors. Our next one, Masslogger campaign evolves. In this new wave, attackers weaponize Visual Basic Encoded, or VBE, scripts to load Masslogger filelessly. They leverage Windows registry keys and trusted systems like REGSVR to evade antivirus detection. Credential theft and clipboard scraping were among the top functionalities. Linux crypto miners and rat storm. Weak SSH credentials and misconfigured MySQL servers were being hijacked to host rats such as Xworm and deploy miners. China link groups have used Trojanized MSI installers posing as WhatsApp to deliver these payloads. Techniques include PowerShell loaders and stenography in image files. These botnets doubled as DDoS platforms or proxy networks for future attacks. Let's talk about a powerful new privacy tool that's making waves. Cloudflare's Orange Meets. This isn't just another Zoom clone. Orange Meets is a fully end-to-end encrypted video calling platform that uses messaging layer security, MLS, Rust, and WASM. It runs entirely on the client side. No central server access, no audio leaks, no metadata harvesting, built with SFU architecture. Orange Meet supports secure group calls with real-time key rotation. It's open sourced, making it verifiable, customizable, and ideal for privacy-centric organizations. Security researchers love it because you can audit the code, and admins love it because you can deploy without fear of third-party tampering. In a world where surveillance is the default, Orange Meets is a blueprint for private by design communication. Think of it as Signal, but for team meetings. If you want to stay ahead of attackers, you've got to think like one. This week's tip is all about shrinking your digital attack surface. Turn off what you don't use. Features like LLMNR, NetBIOS, over TCP or IP legacy, COM objects, and Office macros are just attack bait. Use DISM to disable unnecessary Windows features and leverage tools like hardening tools or attack surface analyzer to identify what's silently exposing your system. The fewer ways in, the easier your job gets. That's it for this edition of the CyberDev News Corner. These stories remind us it's not just code, it's trust, identity, and attention to the little things. So stay patched, stay private, and stay sharp. Keeping you safe, one click at a time. CyberDev out.